Hey, good morning, guys. It's me, and bright and early Monday morning on October 12th. And boy, it's definitely been a long weekend. Actually, a good friend of mine, she came down with that H1N1 virus, which most of us know of it or hear of it in the media as the swine flu. So, boy, that thing's a nasty little bugger. And Friday night, Saturday night, and even Sunday night, her temperature would end up rising to 103, 104. So I'm laying low now because I spent the weekend pretty much trying to keep that fever down. Anyway, hope you guys had a really good one. And without any further delay, let's get into some questions. So here's actually a really fun one that I got from a gentleman, Todd, and he says, "Hey Chris, I'm overweight and flabby, mainly around the belly and the chest area. Now a little history about me: I am a professional Santa Claus. I am 5 feet 9 inches tall and weigh 250. I do have a special circumstance that may hinder the way how I exercise, and hope you can work around or help me out with. About 3 years ago, Todd, he was in an industrial accident and completely shattered his right elbow. He says, I have had two surgeries to repair the arm, but I have limited capability with it. I am not supposed to lift over 5 pounds with that arm, so I'm hoping that you can offer me some sort of diet and or workout regimen working around this disability. Any help you could offer would be so greatly appreciated. Signed, Santa Todd." So, all right, Todd. Actually, yeah, no problem. And I mean, of all things, if you're going to injure something, I'd rather it be your arm than a leg. Especially, I know there's a lot of folks out there that can sympathize who've actually got a busted ankle, knee, or hip, and boy, that really makes things difficult because it hinders our mobility so much. And of course, if the ankle, knee, or hip are injured, then it's going to slow down our movement of the biggest muscles in our body, which is our glutes, our quads, and our hamstrings. And that, of course, accounts for number one, the majority of our metabolism is going to be in those biggest muscles. And on top of that, the more we can move those muscles, the more we can just reap the benefits of these incredible hormonal cascading reactions and blah, 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 blah. Long story short, we always want to be able to move the biggest muscles. And guess what, Todd? You still can, which is fantastic. Sucks that your elbow is blasted, and so unfortunately, I know you can't push or you can't pull, but as long as you can walk, we are money ahead. One of the most important things I like to see here, though, is that you do talk about a nutrition regimen. And of course, everybody who's been following along, you all know the trick of the trade. Everything really is built on a nutrition foundation. Nutrition is that infrastructure that we need to create weight loss. So, yes, the nutrition part, that's easy. And that's number one. Number two, absolutely, we can create an exercise regimen around your disability, and that's walking. Keep in mind, and I've said this before, I'll say it again, the most incredible weight loss success stories are done walking. That is why when we do cardiovascular exercise and we talk about cardio here at Reshape the Nation, the most we ever do is a fast walk. We call them, of course, accelerators. Now, we do have what we call meta boosts in the morning, and those are our body weight exercise. That's pushing, some pulling, that's some crunching, and some squatting. Some of your movements there are going to be limited to the crunching and the squatting motions, but we still need to do them because it still teaches the body how to move. You can always avoid the pushing exercises and substitute that for some others, but when it comes down to the accelerators, which is when we strategically manipulate our nutrition to turn our body into kind of a grade A fat burning machine, and then we walk later on in the afternoons or evenings, that's when we're really going to be focusing on all of our fat loss. So, yeah, Todd, no problem. What I want you to do, just start Googling a lot of the different, just the health benefits of walking. And of course, really creating a really cool and fun nutrition structure around it. Once again, everybody, thank you so much for your patience. We are actually getting very, very close. I don't want to put an exact date on the soft launch date when we can actually begin the 2-week quick start where you can actually start carb cycling with us. But I'll tell you right now, it's going to be way sooner than later. So in a matter of, I really can't say, but it's just going to be a handful of days. We'll put it that way. So really, really excited to share this with you guys. and so we can finally get you guys up and running. So thanks a lot for following along. I really appreciate it, and you will too. This is going to be a lot of fun as we start to get down into the groove, and you can really see what this is all about. You can understand carb cycling. You can understand walking and accelerators and meta-boosts and everything that we've talked about for a while. So, Todd, hopefully that will help. Stay tuned. A lot more to come. All right, here's another one. Bear with me. There's a little bit of reading here to do, but pay attention to what she's asking and what she's talking about, because really important stuff, and it's very applicable. Her name's Wendy. Hi, Chris. My problem is not exercise at all. I work out every day. I get up at 6 and go for an hour-long walk, Tuesdays, Thursdays. After my walk, I do weights to upper body. Every night I do kickboxing for an hour. Okay, so Wendy's exercising a lot. That's definitely a given. I cannot stick to a regular eating plan, and I don't know why I have no willpower. Well, let's throw willpower out the window, Wendy. What you need are some tools and a little bit of education to see why you're doing what you're doing. Really, it all comes down to the tools. We can make this easy on you. All right, my body's not changed at all in 2 years. I did my measurements and compared, they're the same. Please understand her frustration. I do understand your frustration, and I hear it all the time. I'm not a pop drinker or a smoker, or I don't drink alcohol either. I eat very good for the most part, but trainers have told me that I need to eat more and more often. Okay, pay really close attention. And Wendy, you're correct. You do need to eat more and more often. I guarantee you're probably one of those people out there that skips breakfast, maybe waits later on in the afternoon, and eats like a late lunch or a dinner. So essentially you're sumo dieting, and you're sending a message to your body to actually store and gain weight. We can reverse this. All right, blah, 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 blah. Do you have any suggestions how to have the willpower to eat 5 times a day? It seems like a job to me sometimes, always thinking about when you're going to eat next. Wendy, thank you for bringing this up. Number one, yeah, you do have to eat about 5 times a day in order to really keep a clean nutrition structure to continue losing weight on this journey. So that brings us to the question. Now, we know we have to eat 5 times a day. You can't get around that. Our ancestors ingrained that in our genetic code. We need to eat on a regular basis. We need to feed our body every 3 hours or so, and that would be about a 15-hour day. If you're eating every 3 hours, that's going to give you 5 meals, right? So how do we do that? If you look at any effective nutrition program out there right now, it's got you eating 5 meals a day. So here's the kicker. However, when it comes to real life, the second you leave the house, you're going to get busy and bombarded with work or family or your spouse or your kids, or something's always going on, and it's so easy to forget. All right, so what you need are the right tools to do it. Here's something I got to show you, Wendy. All right. A lot of reasons why I did what I did, and I just pulled this out of the stack system here. What you need is a countdown timer. Watch this. We go. 1, 2. There's 3 hours between meals, and you push start. It's that easy. This little sucker goes off every 3 hours, and it reminds you to eat again. You need to have some kind of reminder. Oh, and check this out. It's even got a refrigerator magnet on the back, or a little stand for your desk, or a little keychain holder. So, regardless of the nifty gadgets on there, what you need is a reminder. You need to have a countdown timer. All of the pros that really know what they're doing, the people who are in the best shape of their life, you see these fitness competitors, they use timers, they use reminders to keep them consistent. When it comes to creating a weight loss lifestyle, I use reminders, I use tools, like with the stack system, where of course it carries all of your meals for the day. What was the most important thing that I could have done on there besides, the portion sizing on the side of the containers? But it's the countdown timer. You need that constant reminder, and it's going to keep you consistent on your nutrition. And of course, consistency equals success. So, Wendy, I'm glad you brought that up. Now, for anyone out there, if you don't have, of course, we're not offering the stack system quite yet, so stay tuned. We are going to be offering it soon. Use a stopwatch or some kind of countdown timer. Of course, these are created for counting down, resetting and counting down. They'll go off every 3 hours. Once you get those 5 meals in during the day, it'll actually stop. So, yeah, really cool stuff here. But yeah, you can just use any kind of countdown timer, and it's going to make your life a lot easier and give you that consistency. Remember, it's not willpower that you need. You just need the right tools to do it. Because otherwise, you still need to go out and live your life and not have to think about this stuff. So let us think about it. We'll create the solutions for you, and we're going to make things a lot easier for you. So, All right, Wendy, hope that answers your question. Guys, go have a wonderful day. I'll see you tomorrow. Wish me luck. I hope I don't have swine flu tomorrow morning. So we'll see. Tune in tomorrow, and I'll see you then. Bye, guys.